They'll run with Mitchell. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Change it. Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Give running right is Mitchell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Side is going to be caught by Samuel. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Able to find Gray here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
San Francisco.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Jackson.
That is caught with Sean Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, 29 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Number 7, Rashad Bateman. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing is Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
That one into the hands of Flowers. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Go.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 45 yards rushing for them now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6 coming up.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Throwing, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the 6-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. To throw is Purdy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
17. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.